and giving you a look at what those storms yesterday and overnight did in that area. And there's more, as we say, coming today. Hashtag MyWeather lets you talk to us and get a weather forecast for you. Imagine what it was like to be driving in those storms and to try to get out of the way of these giant hailstones. Well, you don't have to imagine, because we're going to talk to Chris Tillery right now, who experienced that severe weather firsthand yesterday. And he's joining us live from Indianapolis. Hey, Chris, are you with us this morning? Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, so let's set up your day. So you're out on the road. You kind of know these storms are going to be in the area. And do you get the heads-up phone call from your dad before the storms happen?
Yeah, he usually leaves about 5-10 minutes before I do. And he got hit by the hail just before I did. So he actually had time to pull over and text me hail. And by that time, the nearest bridge was, a quarter mile away. So, I'm driving slow enough. And next thing you know, I was sitting duck. And he calls me, and in the video, you can even hear in the video, he calls me and he goes, "I'm under the bridge." Next thing you know, I realize he's 2 cars ahead of me, and he's under the bridge and I'm not. So I was just a sitting duck in the hail.
All right. Now, did you ever make it to the bridge? Because we're looking at your video right now. Or were you a sitting duck throughout the entire hailstorm?
I never made it underneath the bridge. I was sitting there the whole time, and the next thing you know, it just stopped. And I knew I was sitting there looking at all my windows, or my windows about to start cracking or breaking, and I couldn't do anything.
Now, you also were talking to some of your friends in the area, and they were also getting pounded with this hail at exactly the same time. Who took the worst damage of all your friends?
It was actually a friend of mine who works with Fox 59 here in Indianapolis, and they're about a half mile from where I was, and we actually had lunch yesterday, and I told her, I got caught in a storm, and I was showing her the video. So when we left lunch, she sent me an email. She goes, "I've been on the phone with the insurance company all afternoon." She said her whole hood just got ruined.
Yeah, we're wishing everybody the best, because it's that kind of damage that it just, you're not planning on it, and you're driving along and you're kind of thinking the storms are going to move one way or the other, but they move right over you and you get caught in that damaging hail. Chris, thank you so much for spending a little time with us this morning. Chris Tillery, hashtag MyWeather. So, Chris, let's give you your weather forecast for the day. You want it out of Indianapolis today? Is that what you want?
Yes, it's in Indianapolis.
All right, let's do it. And let's give you an hourly today, because basically the idea here is you're completely set for thunderstorms at all points of the day. We've had them around this morning as well. You're going to fire them up again this afternoon. Just as soon as the sunshine comes up, you're going to fire up another little pocket of thunderstorms. So Ryan, do we have a radar we can show him right now before he gets ready to head outside the door? If we do, yeah, there we go. See, so let's zoom in right in the area right there. You've even got that little bit of heavy rain that's causing some flooding just off a little bit to the area. The one pocket of heavy storms has moved out of the way. So if you're, because from Champaign all the way to Lafayette is kind of well up to the north of you. So if you're leaving or you're driving anytime in the next 10 or 15 minutes, you're all good. Chris, thank you so much. Hashtag MyWeather is the way you get your personal weather forecast from us.